Good morning and welcome to day 8 of a Tobyknits Vlogmas. What is Tobyknits? If you're new to my channel, then welcome. I typically talk about knitting on Mondays, cross stitch on Wednesdays, and quilting on Fridays. But the whole month of December, I'm coming to you every single day with bits of everything. Although I have to admit, it's mostly knitting at the moment because I'm doing a lot of Advent knit-alongs, which are just the best ever. They are. Would you like my new mug? I got this when I was in San Francisco. Isn't that sweet? And it's purple inside. My favorite color, as you all know. So hopefully you've got your cup of tea. Yeah, I know I tell you that every time, but it's important because we want to be comfy. Right? So let's get straight into today's Advent openings. So if you've been with me all along, you'll know these are some mixed tape mini skeins of yarn that I've been collecting all year from Ellie of Craft House Magic. I joined her mixed tape mini club, and each month you get 5 different skeins, which are typically in a little color palette that all blend. So but anyway, what I did was I opened all of them up, put them all into bags, and got my husband to label them. So I have no idea what colors this is going to be next. So that's kind of the fun of the Advent, right? You can buy Advents that come like this already, and you don't know what they're in. Actually, Ellie from Craft House Magic did a lovely one. I did it about 2 years ago, or was it even last year? I think it might have been last year. I don't remember, but I love them. They're a lot of fun. So anyway, let's see what day 8 is. So we've had blue, green, purple, gold, purple and gold. Oh, we're back to blue. Ooh. Which is kind of cool because I'm making the short version of her new cowl for this Advent year. They're like dark blue and light blue. And it started with blue, so it might be kind of cool if it ends with blue. Let's see. This is called Wind of Change by the Scorpions from 1990. She does all her names them all after songs. Never heard of that one, Ellie, I'm sorry. But this was from the August 2022 mixtape mini set. So this is so cool. So I'll show you the cowl. It's called the Soundwave Cowl, and naturally I'm like miles behind because I couldn't start it when I was in San Francisco for various reasons. So I've only been working on it since I got home, and I now have new needles, which is helping immensely. So here is where I'm at. So that was what I used for day 1. That was my day 1 color. This was day 2 color, which is like a darker blue and like a white. And then this one is the day 3 color, which is really hard to see the difference, but this is almost like an aqua with some of that blue. So they do blend splendidly. And here's my little stitch marker. This was one of her little stitch markers in her Advent a couple of years ago. So it's coming on really great. It's called the Soundwave Cowl. I absolutely love it. It's super easy to knit. Just involves knitting and a few slip stitches. And this is with the yarn forward, so it gives you that effect. Isn't that amazing? I love it. So, and it is, although it's knit in the round, it does not go over your head. It is going to be a big oblong. And so these will be together and then joined at this end, and then you wrap it around that way. I love it. Isn't that nice? I really love it. So this is coming on super well. I'm enjoying every minute of that. I keep saying I want to catch up because I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, and this one today 5 that I have to wind up into the little balls. and put into this. And I'm only going to do 12, I think, at this moment in time, because there's other Advent knits I want to do. And I didn't want a big, long one. I just want something squishy to go around my neck. I love things around my neck, as you can tell. So that is the Sound Wave Cowl. And then I am also doing from the Bakery Bears, which is Kay Jones, no relation to Ellie Jones, the stocking that they're doing in their Patreon Advent. And there are details below where you can join their Patreon page. I think it's about $6 or $7 a month, maybe. I'm not sure. $7 in here. I don't know what. Or is it pounds? I don't remember. You'll have to look. Oh, I wobbled the table. And they're doing a stocking. She's doing a stocking, and she gives you instructions. She holds your hand and does it. And this is, and it's color work. Ooh. And so this was the day 1 up to here. We did this gorgeous lace pattern all the way around. And then this Latvian braid, which I'd never done before. So that's super lovely, the Latvian braid. And then this was yesterday. She does it every other day. So the second, I'm just gonna say the second clue. And this is Snowfall. Remember I was doing all the, see, it's the snowfall. Now, does it make sense now? So these are the snow coming down with our little, and here are all my floats inside. So you can see the way you just carry the yarn across, because you're just doing like 1 stitch, then 4, then 1 stitch, then 4. So that's what the floats look like. And this is the start now of clue 3, which was released yesterday. So we had to do that, and then we're going to start a little bit of color work that will go there. But this is a Christmas stocking to hang up. Isn't that lovely? I am so, and this is double knit yarn. So I'm really enjoying it, and a lot. And I'm using Stylecraft yarn to make this. So just an acrylic yarn. And then yesterday I did manage to put, while I was editing yesterday's Vlogmas, that was my hook, I did manage to get a couple more rounds done on this. This is super easy to do while I'm just sitting editing and re-listening. So I have another round of the pale blue to do. And oh, how interesting. Why did I do a double there? I just noticed that obviously I was paying no attention to what I was doing. That's really funny. Well, I'm not taking it out. It's going to stay. It's going to stay like that. So, yeah. It's coming on super good because, of course, I need this for Sunday. I should get it finished in time, though. I just have, well, that's half of it. I have probably eight more rounds to do, and then it's done. So that's that. So that's what's been happening knitting-wise. I didn't get a lot of knitting done last night because I went out. Yes, I went out. It was, I am a member of our, so I live in Merrickville, which is a little village outside of Ottawa, Ontario. And we have a Merrickville Ladies Club. And we meet usually once a month for dinner or just to get together. And we do things together, just all the ladies that live in the village. And it's really fun. There's quite a lot of us. But not everybody shows up every time. So quite often you'll see somebody you know and you get to say hi. And then you'll meet some new people from the village. So it's really, really fun. So last night we had a ladies' night. And it was at this beautiful place called Chateau, Mille something. I'll put the name there. And this is a wedding venue that in the summertime where you can have weddings and stuff. And the lady that owns it and runs it, she's really nice. Her name is Chateau. And so she cordially opened her house to all the ladies to come in and have. So this is her private residence, but she is thinking maybe later on of opening parts of it as kind of like an Airbnb to the wedding guests, or the bride and groom, I think, maybe. But anyway, I'll leave a link to her page below so you can contact her if you're thinking of having your wedding there. It's very beautiful. So this is just a few little pictures of all the ladies who gathered last night. It was a potluck, so we all brought something along to eat, and it was a lot of fun. So, and of course I did have a little bit of a glass of wine. I don't drink very much. So like one glass of wine usually puts me to sleep. I'm rubbish at it. I really am. Yeah, so needless to say, I didn't do much knitting when I did get home last night. So, okay, so let's get on with the second advent that I've got. And this is from, it's a quilt advent. Never done a quilt one before. I've always loved the idea of doing the Jenny Doan Countdown to Christmas one, but it was so expensive, and it's US, and it's like, ugh. And the shipping was ridiculous. But this is my local quilting shop, which is in Prescott, Ontario. So it's actually about a 20-25 minute drive for me, but whatever, it's the localist to me. And this, she put together a quilt advent box this year. So of course I bought it. And so let's see what day 8 is. We've had some really interesting, I'm trying to, I feel like it might be a pin. There's a few things in here. Oh, oh, oh. Is that a magnet? Oh, it is. Oh, and these things. Oh. I guess these are like big clippy things, which are kind of cool for when you're putting your binding on. It's only 3 of them. Or maybe they're to hang your quilt with. No, can't be that. Oh, well, anyway, thank you. I would have liked 4, because at least you could put 1 at each end. And then this is, I'm guessing, well, it's a magnet, but I might use that. It's a diamond. Can you see that? I might use that on my cross stitch, because I'm not sure why I would. Actually, I don't even know if it is a like, yeah. I'm going to use it for my cross stitch. So, because when I cross stitch, typically what I do is I will put a lovely needle minder on the front, but I actually attach, when I'm done stitching, the needle goes on the back on the magnet part. So this would actually work for that. So there you go. That was that one. So in keeping with talking a little bit about quilting, because I haven't done much quilting this month, as you know, I actually did sew yesterday. First time since I came back from San Francisco that I have done any sewing. And I made 4 of these. Now, I don't know if they go this way or they go that way, but I made 4 of these yesterday. Isn't that fabric gorgeous? It's shiny. And here's what the back looks like. And what this is I am an ambassador for Cotton Cuts, which is out of the US, but what they do is they have this thing called a puzzle mystery quilt, and it is the most fun thing to do in the world. I'm not kidding you. So basically what it is, and especially for somebody that wants to learn to do quilting for the first time and finds cutting the fabric, like, because you end up with like a roll of fabric or a fat quarter or half a yard, and then you have to then cut those pieces into the pieces they tell you you need to then sew back together. Yeah, I know. Quilting can be a little bit weird sometimes. But with this, Cotton Cuts, what they do is they send you the pieces pre-cut. So you would get a little envelope once a month with this in, and you take it out. Look at all the little pieces, the way that even the ends are all, the dog ears are cut off for you. And quilters would know what a dog ear is. And then you get instructions in the package of how to put that together. And so here you can see where I had, here's one of my triangles. And there's another little triangle. And there's another one. So those were all sewn together first. And then we added this top triangle. And these two bottom triangles here. And then this big triangle. And you got this shape. And we had to make 4. And that doesn't look like anything, does it? No, it doesn't. No, it does not look like anything. It does not look like a traditional quilt block. Let me put it that way. Because it's a puzzle. So what happens is on month 10, because it lasts for 10 months, so each month you get a little package in the mail. And the shipping is quite reasonable because you're only getting a little package in the mail. And it's all, you know, like I said, it's cut up. And then you get your instructions, you put it together. Then on month 10, they send you all the binding that you'll need for the quilt to finish it and any borders that are going to be part of it and the instructions on how to put it together. And so this was block 5. So what they might say is they might say, sew 2 block 5s together, like down here. So this would look like a square. Or this could be on the border. And they might, or in one of the corners of the quilt. We have no idea. But they'll say like, sew block 2A to 510. Oh, there's no 510. Sew block 2A to 4B. Something like that. So it's super cool because it's literally like a jigsaw puzzle. These are like puzzle pieces from a jigsaw. And then you have to clip them all together. And it makes a quilt with a pattern that at the moment I can't see what it can be because that's all it was. So it's a lot of fun. You get a little booklet. So these are the colors in my quilt that I'm working with, which are really super cute. And they tell you on the back what those all are. So that they'll say like, in this case yesterday, I had to sew C fabric to A fabric. So you know what you're doing. So it's very easy. It's very sweet. You get little gifts all the way through the year from them. And I do a video each month of actually how to sew it together, which will be up on Saturday. So it's not a Vlogmas on Saturday. That is a Cotton Cuts Piazza sewing video. So watch one and see what you think. They're really super cool. And they have, Piazza I think is full now because we're halfway through. But they do have a new one starting in February. The first clues will ship out in February. And they have opened up registration for that. So I will leave a link here and below because I have a code that you can use and you'll get a free gift with your first shipment, your first order. And like I said, you can pay for it all in one go, or you can pay for it monthly, which is what I did because it's a lot easier on the budget. And it's a lot of fun. So anyway, I hope you have enjoyed a sneak peek at some quilting I did yesterday. And I am going to go upstairs and have a cup of tea. And yeah, no, I'm not because I've got a cup of tea. What's the matter with me? What's the matter with me today? Oh, I've got to work on some more Christmas gifts today to sew. That's what I'm doing today. Yeah. Yeah. And I might do some more videoing for you guys later. I want to show you my book of socks. That might be tomorrow. Yeah. Okay, I gotta go.